sword fight, fight, fight. Monkey sword fight, fight, fight. Monkey sword fight, fight, fight. Monkey sword fight, fight, fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Perth's premier podcast, Monkey Sword Fight, with me, your host Jordan Patrick, and my co-host Mr. Michael Dots.
Word with dots. We got a long one today.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, it's terrible. Sorry, Chuff, in advance. We are all in this frantic race for more, which is cool, but look at what you already have sometimes. Someone would be blessed to start with what you feel is not enough.
Ooh. Maybe too long, I get suffered from the length.
That was just for you, Chuff.
Is there something you're used to, is suffering from length?
Unfortunately not.
Andy Mack on the ones and twos as per usual.
What's happening?
And I'll get the fucking formalities out of the way. This week's episode is sponsored by Paul Patrick Plumbing and Heating.
Yeah.
Small, reliable plumbing heating company, gas safe, registered, fully insured, from tap washers to heating systems. No job too small. That's Paul Patrick Plumbing and Heating. Get some.
And you're going to want to have him come out and check your boiler because it is fucking cold out right now.
It's not quite that cold yet, man.
No, it's not. You're right.
Let's just be cool.
But let's get it sorted now. Let's get Paul Patrick Plumbing and Heating in the house, in the boiler, making sure there's no leaks, making sure everything works, so that when you do fire it up, we know it works.
Exactly. Get in there while it's not too.
Don't have to call him when the shit goes down.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You do not want to call a plumber when it's -8 outside.
Yes.
And all your shit's frozen.
Preventative maintenance.
Be proactive, not reactive.
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit. Talk some pish. Also joined this week by friend of the show, Dougie Campbell, a.k.a. Boaby Sanchez. How are you, mate?
I'm very well. Thank you very much for having me, lads.
Oh, you're very
Good to be here.
Did you prefer Dougie or Boaby?
Dougie's fine.
Dougie's fine.
We'll stick with my Christian name. not my Xbox alias.
I just call him Bobs.
Bobs.
Everybody else.
Bobs, yeah. Everyone else calls me Bobs, yeah.
Just Bobs. Hi, Bobs.
Doogie, a.k.a. Bobs, a.k.a. Dougie's Boaby Sanchez. Fuck him. Dougie. Dougie's going to join us and talk to us about his Twitch channel and your graphic designer as well.
Yeah,
some good stuff.
I like to draw pictures and stuff.
Nice. I like a stick man myself. That's about the extent of my talent when it comes to drawing. We'll start off as we usually do with feedback.
Yeah. But the feedback, we have already started. We've already taken on some of the feedback from last week. We are speaking into the microphones this week.
Every single person I spoke to said, something wrong with the recording stuff, because you kept going really quiet. I was like, no, I just kept fucking leaning back.
Can I just say to the listeners, I did tell them beforehand to do that.
He did.
Kind of was prodding at them throughout the show, but it was the first time.
Yeah.
And it takes a little bit of getting used
No
to
one's good
speaking
the
into
first
a
time.
mic. It is weird, man.
I've got no excuses.
Yeah, you'll be all right. We'll stay on top of it.
So this week should be everything you desire, audio-wise.
Andy Henderson, good friend of the show, said, the mics are amazing, ... when you're talking to them. And he also said he's not salty about the logo, which is great.
He definitely is salty.
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
Man, it's a collaboration and
it looks good.
To be fair, like the majority of the picture focuses around the monkey that he's made, so props for doing that, because I thought that was cool as fuck.
We're still waiting on actually getting some more suggestions for the monkey's name.
Yes. We do have a few, but let's get a couple more.
Have we collated them?
We have not.
What are you looking at me for?
No, we haven't, but I know that we don't have enough. I would like to get some more. So please swing by one of the many social media channels that we have and take a look at our logo and what kind of name? Well, name them. Give us a name. Female, male. I'm saying him. It could be
Well, what we'll do is we'll take a bit of action that Hot Rod, Roddy Bader, gave us last week, and we'll start piping up on the old social media.
We should, yes.
Get on it, definitely. I mean, that's definitely something that's helped me out with like the gaming aspect of things and just sort of marketing yourself a bit better, getting out there.
Well, let's fucking get into it then, man. So, explain to me and Mike, as we're old as balls, what it is you do and what it is started from and what it's going to.
Well, I mean, Mac will tell you, me and Mac have been friends for ages, and we've been gaming online for ages, although Mac's not had an Xbox for a while. He needs to get back in it.
I actually explained why last
He
week.
did actually. That's some
I know
dedication to the craft.
you've got valid reasons for it. I totally understand.
I'll be back, baby.
We're missing you. We're missing you, like. I've recently just started streaming on Twitch, which is like a sort of social media YouTube type thing for gamers. I mean, you can do it on YouTube as well. And there's also another streaming platform called Mixer, which is Microsoft's own streaming platform. But Twitch is owned by Amazon, and basically, like, I just figured, like, I'm one of these guys that comes home from work, watches a couple of hours of telly, and then just chucks on the Xbox for like 5 hours at a time because I got nothing better to do. So I thought, why not do this and then just have other people. If people want to watch me do it, then fair enough. And so I started doing it, and it started off pretty quiet, not much happening until I started getting into it, buying some equipment. I think that's the thing that's it costs the most. Trying to get yourself set up.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got the Xbox or the PlayStation to start with, and then you need to have a capture card to be able to send that footage to your laptop or your PC.
So you can't just do it straight from your PlayStation or your Xbox?
I don't know about PlayStation. You can from Xbox.
Okay.
I would imagine you can probably do that from PlayStation as well.
All right.
I wouldn't know because I'm not the devil. I don't
Whoa,
play PlayStation.
Okay. All right, we're gonna have an issue later on. I feel it.
No. No, not at all. PlayStation's fine. To be fair, it is. I'll stand up right now and I will say PlayStation is better than Xbox for exclusive games and things like that. But I've always been an Xbox man, so I'll stick to that.
All right.
Loyalty, man. Loyalty.
Yeah, well, that's it.
That's tough when all your mates play on one console.
Exactly.
It is.
That's basically
you
it.
have to
Like,
go with that one. Yeah.
And I don't think any of us would have. Like, for me, the reason I don't play PlayStation is the controller. That's it.
See, I'm the same way with the Xbox. It just
can't
feels
stand
like
the
a
controller.
package in my hand with
See,
the Xbox.
For me,
controller.
it's where the thumb placements are.
Yeah.
Like, I'm used to, because I've been playing, like, I've always played like the odd consoles. So everyone else was like on their SNESs and their NESs and all that stuff. I was on the Sega Saturns and the Dreamcasts and all that stuff.
Dreamcast.
Oh, I love Dreamcast. Yeah.
So, I mean, that was the sort of stuff I was
Do you
playing.
remember the N64 controller with the
That
weird?
was horrible.
What was
Yeah.
the three? What was the third one
I know.
for? Like, what's the fucking point?
It was a bit overkill and a bit ridiculous.
See, I've noticed that as well. Playing FIFA with my wee boy, he's got a PS4, and I prefer playing on the Xbox. But the controller just feels too wee in my hands.
And
Like,
I think as well for me as well, it's like a weight thing. Like the Xbox one's a bit more weighty than the PlayStation one. I always feel like I'm going to break it or something. Yeah.
The Dreamcast controller is a little bit more like the
That was-
Xbox controller too. I think it's more of a handful.
It was chunky as hell, and it had that wee
was.
sort of Tamagotchi thing that came with it as well.
Yeah, that was cool for the American football game that I played because you could take that out and like do stuff with it outside of that, like you look at plays and stuff on. I was a super geek. But
Remember,
anyway.
I got my memory card with the N64, and I thought it was DOS. You could actually load up a game from a fucking. I was saying that I was playing GoldenEye Reloaded on the Xbox 360 just yesterday. That was great fun. It's not the same as the N64 though.
Yeah.
So what games is it you primarily play, or what is it you do that you think's bringing people in?
So a lot of people you'll if you ever go on at Twitch, people are playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
That's it. Everyone is playing Fortnite. And I'm going to stand up and say I am not one of those people.
All right.
Because you're not 12.
Yeah, I'm not 12. I'm a 33-year-old man. And, no, Fortnite just doesn't appeal to me. I'm more of a PUBG kind of guy. Bit more realistic, although it is buggy as hell on the Xbox at the moment. So for me, it's like games like PUBG. Another game called Warframe, which is a free-to-play game on the Xbox. It's a bit like Destiny, but better. A lot of people say Destiny's better, but if they've not played Warframe, they won't know.
I tuned in last night because I've been tuning into streams just a wee bit. When I'm sitting chilling in the house, I'm going to be tuning in for like half an hour or an hour or something like that while I'm having my tea, just pissing about on my computer. And you were playing that last night, and it looked like an absolute head fuck. An epileptic nightmare. Honestly,
That's
mental,
definitely
man.
one way to
Can that be
describe it.
can I just, that's this week's episode's title?
Epileptic
Nightmare, yeah.
Episode 43.
That's one way to describe it. But the game that I'm mostly playing at the moment, which probably no one has heard of at all, is called Vigor. It's on Xbox Preview at the moment, which is basically, so you'll get game developers who will put up a game which hasn't been finished yet. So you can buy it early on, and the money that you pay goes towards the developers in completing the game. So you get an early access to that. So it's like a pre-alpha slash type thing.
A crowdfund kind of deal
Basically,
for it.
in a way. So it sort of helps game developers out. So this one's done by Bohemia Interactive, who are based out of the Czech Republic, I think. And they've done games like DayZ, Arma, stuff like that. And basically, like, so games like PUBG wouldn't be there without Bohemia Interactive, because that's where PUBG was.
Was PUBG not the original? Like
PUBG's the original. What do you call it? Battle Royale. But it was originally a mod for Arma. So it wasn't a full game. So when Bluehole, the South Korean developers, took it on, it was originally a mod, and then they've made it into a full game, which took off on PC, and then Epic Games got involved and made Fortnite, and then PUBG kind of died a wee bit. And then everyone's jumping on the Battle Royale wagon.
Fortnite was just a great business plan, because they took what PUBG was, made it a bit softer and a bit more cartoony, and then just went straight for the market of like 10 to 15-year-old boys and girls who have got fucking access to Xboxes. And
good move.
My wee boy's obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Like, literally any money he gets goes straight onto fucking...
Anywhere you look on Twitch, man, there's so many people trying to stream Fortnite at the moment, and that's one of the problems that you would have as a new streamer. Is that it's so oversaturated, you're not going to get noticed.
That's what I was going to say. Is that a conscious decision from you just to say, like, I'm not doing what everyone else is doing?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So, oh shit, I forgot what I was going to say. My memory is
what is it that you think that so... What is it that appeals to people about watching other people play games?
To be honest with you, I don't really know. No, I think it's a lot of the time it's people going on to see what the game's actually like.
Yeah.
So it's before they want to see what it's like before they buy it. I mean, I find myself explaining what Vigor is. Every time I play it, there's always somebody that comes in and goes, "Is this game like PUBG? Is this game like Scum or whatever?"
It's funny because if I sit and watch one of Bob's streams that I did the other day for about 3 or 4 hours, you'll do that maybe 3 or 4 times over the course of one stream.
Yeah.
Because you've always got new folk coming in, so you're kind of almost repeating a lot of the same stuff.
And if you go back and watch some of my streams from previous, I'm doing it all the way through, constantly explaining what the game is. Like when I first started playing it, I had no idea what the game was. I'd literally started playing it because I saw a trailer after E3, which is like the big games expo which happens every year, and where PlayStation and Sony and Xbox do their big announcements and stuff. And this one was like really low key. It was just a trailer. They didn't even announce it at the actual E3 itself. It just was a trailer that popped up online on one of the Xbox things. I thought, that looks cool. And the whole premise of the game is it's set in post-war Norway after a nuclear war, basically.
The best Norway.
Standard, aye. And you have to go out and loot a whole bunch of buildings, cars and things, and take that loot back to your base and upgrade your base, basically. That's the long and short of it. But when you go into the map, you're in there with 8 to 16 other people, and basically you've got no HUD, so you don't know where people are, you don't know how many people are actually in the game whatsoever. There's a random airdrop that spawns in the map where you can get better loot. And the whole point of it is just to go in, collect as much loot, kill as many people, and get the airdrop and get out. It's simple. It's a simple concept, and each match lasts about 8 to 10 minutes. So it's not even that long.
I think that's what's better for people now, is because they say people's attention spans are that short.
But it's like you get into the action so much quicker than you do on other games like well, maybe not like PUBG, because that's up to you, or Fortnite. You can drop into a place where it's heavily populated with a bunch of people. But this game, like if you're looking at survival games like DayZ or Scum or that, you can be wandering around for ages on this map and not see anyone. Whereas in Vigor, you're kind of forced to go in and have these confrontations with people.
So do the developers of these games, do they sometimes tap streamers and say, "Hey, we've seen what you've been doing," and is that your reasoning for maybe going for a game that's not as widely played?
Absolutely, yeah. So I have been noticed by the devs at Vigor.
Okay.
There's been a few times where I've been on the dev stream and been chatting to the people. There's a guy that's one of the developers there called Petka. He's been. I've chatted to him before, and then they've obviously I post my videos up on Twitter and on Instagram, and I always tag them in it, and they're retweeting my videos, and that's also gaining me followers as well. Because not only
it's the whole thing that we've said this as well. It's the same with any sort of media presence nowadays. YouTube, podcasts, blogs. Do you know what I mean? If you get involved with people who are trying to publicise on it, and that's how you dip into each other's pools of followers and fan base, and that's how you grow your stuff.
And I think the thing is as well, because I've been one of the first people to like stream it, and if you haven't seen my stream, I went ball deep in making it as professional as I could. Mm-hmm. Being a graphic designer has helped really a lot, because I've got my own custom overlays. It's not like everyone else's where people can go online to these different websites and download overlays,
templates.
Basically templates. So it's like you'll see them on Twitch. It's got the overlay over their video and their name and everything, and they're all very generic. Whereas I thought, I don't want to look like these people. I want my own sort of brand. Mm-hmm. So that's where I ended up going for the sort of 80s retro wave theme. Like I said, the devs have been noticing my stuff, and hopefully because I've got in there early, when the game goes live, it's currently on version 5.7 or 0.57. So when the game goes live, hopefully I've got a big enough following that I can be putting out sort of YouTube videos on tips and tricks and what you can do and sort of stuff like that. So
all right, that's a good plan.
I think your business strategy, if you could call that almost like your business plan, how you're going to go and get into it, is actually really effective. Mm-hmm. You've got, and I say this without a word of a lie, not because he's my mate, you could go onto his stream and look at it, and it will stand up there against the very highest quality streams in terms of his graphics and how everything looks. You've just got your mic to get next.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the last thing.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, you're playing a game which has got the potential, when it then releases, to then explode. Mm-hmm. The devs are already retweeting you now. So then when the game does go live, they're sitting there going, right, check this game out. Here's a list of 4 or 5 of our top streamers that you want. And boom, before you know it, you're sitting there, your streams are going, well, normally I've got 10 folk on. All of a sudden I've got 250 on. Yeah. And it's been like this for fucking 2 weeks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it builds and it builds. I think his approach and going for more obscure kind of games is actually a really effective way to do it.
Like I said, if you go for like games like Fortnite and PUBG, they're oversaturated. Any of these big massive games by huge developers, you're not going to get noticed.
That's it's the same. Like you see it all the time, and I look at whenever I see podcasts on Twitter and stuff like that. I almost not so much get disheartened, but you got to think, right, we've got to try and offer something that's a bit more unique. I think that's why we try and focus on people from Perth and around Perth, because that's the market we're in, and that's who people want to hear about from where we are, and obviously it'll grow.
Yeah.
But don't forget that also, with what I do in the podcast as well, obviously I'm a lot like Bob's. I'm sitting there going, well, there's no reason why over the next 2 or 3 months I can't then upgrade the mics. Yeah. Why I can't stick a couple of GoPros in the session, and then a couple of lights, and then a half-decent DSLR camera. And before you know it, you've got a Joe Rogan, a Church of What's Happening Now, quality of podcast.
Get Elon Musk on here and get him high as fuck.
The most important thing is get the audio down now for all the downloads, and then roll out the video, but do it fucking properly.
Absolutely.
Don't just go in half.
Well, that was it,
that's exactly what you've done with the streaming.
I figured, there's no point in me just going straight through the Xbox app and doing it that way. I want to.
That's what I used to do.
I know, and it was funny to watch your streams when it was. Just the banter was cracking, but I just figured, go ball deep, go all out, and just do the best I can do right from the start.
Another thing, schedule. How important is that for you?
I was going to say that,
having a schedule is ridiculously important.
What is your schedule, first of all?
So my schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Sundays from 7:30 p.m. Until whenever I decide to stop the stream.
Oh, okay.
So I never give it a finishing point, because I could have a really good night where I've got lots of people watching.
Yeah.
The only thing that you could end up playing for like 5 hours until like 2 a.m, and then you got to work at 8 o'clock. So
Why are you so tired? I was playing the fucking Xbox.
yeah, I know. Why are you late?
But see, that you think it's a weird thing, but I remember I used to go to my mate's house and you used to be balls deep into fucking.
Yeah, and you just sit there and you watch. You're
he
watching
used,
them.
he
You're
used to be
enjoying it.
balls deep into Gears of War, and I was just shit at it, man. But he was that good at it. I'd fucking love just watching it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, because like actually seeing how they would get through the game and then the cutscenes and that. Knowing that I'd never get that far in the game myself, so I could watch somebody else do it.
Yeah, and I think for me as well, is it has sort of helped. This being a new game, I've kind of learned all the sort of wee tricks and things to do within it. So it's one of the games where I've actually been playing where I go, I'm actually quite good at this game for a change. Instead of like
you were fucking laying the smackdown yesterday afternoon. I was making a lasagna and it popped up and goes.
Seen that lasagna, by the way.
Did you see my Snapchat?
Oh mate.
Oh yeah. Fucker.
I replayed that shit a couple of times.
Oh my goodness. But no, I saw he was on live and then I was just watching. You were laying this smackdown yesterday. I was
on fire yesterday, man. Absolutely destroying people right, left, and centre. Yeah.
So for old people like us, like, so where you can I know you can find Twitch on your console, right? And you can just watch it on your device, so you can watch it on your laptop, anything, right? Okay, good. All right, I'm gonna check it out.
Yep.
I gotta start watching more.
Boaby_Sanchez.
All right.
Boaby.
For all the Americans listening, a Boaby is also a penis, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But
Not this one, though.
No. I didn't mean anything by that. I'm not saying it. I'm just translating for our American
I've
friends.
heard of a Boaby being referred to as a Twitcher before, though. hey, thank you very much. Oh, fucking hell. Right, anyway. So how long have you been doing it for? How long is the...
5 weeks in total.
5
and
weeks?
I know it doesn't sound like a lot of time, but in that time, I've become a Twitch affiliate. So basically what that means is people can now subscribe to my channel and I get 50% of the proceeds from that.
Oh, fucking hell.
So to do that, you need to have 50 followers, stream for a certain amount of hours, and have an average of 3 viewers within 30 days. Mm-hmm. And I got that within, I think it was 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
Right.
And that's purely just from playing this one game. Because I have gone on and streamed other games, and it just hasn't, the stream's not been as good, because like I'll show you just now, if I jump on my phone real quick and go into Twitch, there's probably no one streaming Vigor right now.
So while you're doing that, where does the money come from that they give you half of? Is it just how the ads shown?
So it's not it's not ad revenue. No, basically when you subscribe to someone's channel, it's $4.99 to subscribe.
Okay.
And by being a subscriber, you get access to certain things that other people don't have, like custom emotes, or as the streamer, you can offer them the chance to join in the game with you. Things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's Vigor right now. There's no one streaming it. So if I was to jump on that now, I'd be the only person in English speaking person streaming that right now, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. So that's how I'm getting so many followers, because I'm one of the only people that's actually streaming this game.
Well, it's the whole thing. You see, you have to try and do something different, because there's so much material out there, because it's so easy for just people like us to just fire up and do something like that. When me and Mike started this, it was literally recording it into a mobile phone.
Yeah.
And
now look at the state of his table.
There's wires everywhere.
But then you look at games like, there's PUBG there. It's got 31,885 people watching it. Mm-hmm. Vigor's got no one.
You're gonna have to be doing something really fucking special to get people.
Well, you have to be like Shroud, or like people like Shroud or Dr. Disrespect. These are like the massive PUBG streamers, and then you've got Ninja, who does Fortnite.
My wee boy is obsessed with that guy.
He's got a ridiculous amount of people watching him. It's insane.
But that's the market now, because like I say, when I was wee, Riley very rarely watches TV, and if he does, it's because his tablet's charging and he can't watch stuff on YouTube. I mean, that's what he does. Is he goes on. And like he watches people playing Fortnite, so he then knows what he can do next time he logs on to Fortnite. Yeah. So it's a fucking. I was speaking to my mum about this, about YouTubers and that, because she's like, "Well, did he make money?" I was like, "Fucking, the popular ones are like making serious bank." Like,
and I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it as well, because I figured if I spend so much time playing computer games, why not make some money out of doing it? I mean, I'm not, by no means am I making a ton of money. I've got 8 subscribers at the moment, so from that's like $22. Which doesn't sound amazing, but
it's more than I'm making.
Well, that's it. And if I continue
How much money have you made sitting in your undies playing the computer? That's 100%.
I've lost.
But no, I mean it's definitely like, for me it's good fun as well because you get to meet new people as well. I mean there's a boy that tunes into my channel almost every time I jump on. Shout out to Mini Mac. He's from down south and he's got ADHD. You know, and he's I've actually chatted to him on Xbox Live. I added him as a friend on Xbox Live and I chatted away to him. And you know, he's jumped on as like, you know, I saw your stream. And you know, you're one of my favourite streamers I've ever seen because I just love it when you go absolutely mental. Because that's one of my Mac will tell you. I'm like the Rage King on Xbox.
This is Rage Quit King.
This is what I was going to ask too. It must take a certain amount. If you're streaming, I know you said you don't have a certain amount of time that you stream for, but there's got to be a certain amount of just vamping that you got to do. You can say, I know you have to repeat yourself when you get new people that come and watch. But what do you do? Like, what do you do for new content?
A lot of the time, like when I was first starting out. Like one of the tips you get from people who are doing it already is, you know, you have to speak, you know, because if you're just sat there with the camera facing you and you're just playing the game and you're not speaking,
boring.
It's boring as hell.
Yeah.
So half the time I'm just chatting shite, just talking absolute nonsense, talking about the game. There might be one, two people watching, there might be nobody, but I have to keep speaking. So when people actually join in, it actually looks like, you know, I'm actually describing the game, or I'm just talking about what I've been up to, or just random stuff.
Well, that's the stuff folk appreciate. Is something that's a bit of normality, something they can relate to.
Yeah,
because that's what I've had feedback on the show of people just saying is that it's just good to I did it. I leaned back. I'm doing so well. Is that it's good to just hear folk. It's good to just hear folk talking shit. Just hearing people that I know or that are from where I'm from. Talking about stuff that I understand and what I want to know, and people appreciate that. Yeah, because stuff like this doesn't usually happen in a town like Perth. Mm-hmm. Like I said, whether it's like people like yourself online or podcasts, or do you know what I mean? Rana Marathon talked about this before that when she held, or she was meant to hold one of the functions during the Fringe. Or something like that.
Yeah, and it didn't.
And they had to cancel it. And she's like, if this had been in the people who organised it, said if this had been in Glasgow or Edinburgh, they'd have sold out in minutes. Yeah, you know what I mean. But places like Perth, they don't have this sort of culture.
It doesn't, and it's a bit of a shame, really, because there's so like folk like yourselves, and there's so much going on in this town. I think like over this one summer, there's been more things happening in Perth than I can remember in like the last 10 years. Mm.
I was just going to say one good thing that seems to be happening is you remember we had the hip hop Thursdays First down in the green room there on Thursday. It was fucking rammed, man.
Yeah, apologies I couldn't make that as well. But
I had my kid.
I had my stream.
Yeah, my kid too. I have kids everywhere.
Kid excuses. It's like Serena Williams, right?
Here we go.
Here we go. But no, like there are loads of things going on, but it's also a case of Perth's not a place I've always found where folk are willing to go out their way to support one another. Sometimes, So like when he's streaming, I always try and jump on if I see like he's gone live because I get emails.
I mean, even if you're not actually chatting in the chat, it's supporting me because the more viewers I get, the higher up the list it bumps me on the.
I'm sure it does because I jump on and then obviously because you're then speaking down the thing and then I'm hitting the chat back to you. That kind of activity.
As soon as someone starts chatting to me, a whole bunch of other people will start chatting because nobody wants. If you've never been in the stream before and nobody wants to be the first person to go hiya, do you know what I mean? And then they're like.
Yeah, was coming out like
it's kind of like the buffet at work. I want to be the first person to take that donut out. Fuck that! I'm that guy. I'm getting it.
Andy just jumps on and starts insulting people's maws.
Man. But no, I'm sure that is true. It's like with Facebook stuff. Again, it comes down to more engagement, more going on in the chat. That kind of stuff then helps to get you.
I've always thought about Perth, man. It's like he's always had a great like music scene. Do you know what I mean? But it's never been.
I think. Like having been part of the music scene back in the day, me and Mac used to be in a band together.
Shout out.
What was it called?
Let's not go there.
I think when I played in it was called Fusion Theory.
It was,
I
thought it was like such a weird name that you couldn't say.
You would think it was like prog rock or something, but it wasn't. And then it was
Kill the Commodore after that,
which are much better.
I remember
we were
that
much
name.
better,
Shaggers Inc.
But no, like I think back in the day the music scene was incredible because there were so many different venues you could play at. And now it's personally, maybe it's just me, like, because I don't really go to gigs that much anymore. But I've always felt like it's kind of been it went on a bit of a decline, but now it's starting to come back up.
Definitely.
Well, that's what I've seen, like you say with Bark Rights, hip hop nights and stuff like that. It's and Rana's stuff down at Blend. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, that last Blend was fucking rammed, and so was that night there on Thursday as well.
Yeah.
And it was all the folk who are doing hip hop stuff in Perth and in and around Perth.
That's good to
Yeah.
see.
I might have to try
It
and
was
delay
class,
the
man. It was really
draft
good.
so I
Yeah.
can go down to Blend in that night if it's still on the 21st. Is that
It's
still?
not. It
Is
has
not?
been cancelled.
Alright,
for
it's
this
delay the
month,
draft
I'm
anyway.
afraid. But I'll give you 10
We'll get into the draft situation. So as well, so you touched on it briefly as well. So you're a graphic designer as well.
I am, yeah.
So how long have you been doing that?
That's a good question. Professionally, probably about 7 to 8 years. Not 7 to 8 or 7 to 8 years. Up at
Beep that out. That needs
The company that we
The
don't
company-
name by
Please
name.
beep that out. I want to hear a beep, please.
Apologies, I was going to warn them
That's
with that.
fine. Remember, we only name
Yeah,
them.
beep that out. And obviously I work with Jack as well.
Yeah.
So I also worked at the company that shall not be named.
Yes.
You've probably seen some of the stuff that I've created and probably went, "Holy shit, that looks terrible."
I'm not one to judge.
You can't judge it. I know. I went to a course for like 4 hours one day, and I was like, "Oh, I know everything about InDesign."
To be fair, I'm completely self-taught. I don't have a university degree or anything like that. It's always just been something that I've always been into. Like when it came to the band stuff, I was the one that made all the t-shirts. I made all the album covers. Like some of them are. I left a lot to be desired. To be fair, I look back at my earlier work. I'm like, why the fuck did I make
That's
that?
why I'm like I've not listened back to any like the podcast but before we brought on Andy because I just imagine they're just structured listening. It's just
Yeah.
me and Mike just rambling into a shitty microphone on our phones.
Some of our best work, actually.
Yeah. So we'll talk about it because Andy just dropped the redone logo that he did for us in the group chat a couple of weeks ago, and that fucking blew my mind. I thought
Hell
it
yeah.
was so fucking cool, and I cannot wait to get the t-shirts made.
Speaking of stuff, I brought gifts.
Oh, shit!
I brought gifts.
Oh,
So one for each of you.
Setting the precedent. So everybody who comes on this show better have a goddamn
is
guess.
this what I think it is?
Fuck.
Wait. Can we get on live here
Yeah, wait,
before
wait,
we
yeah,
open these up? Sorry, guys.
So
I'm not opening mine up because I know what it is, but I'm keeping mine for something. But it's all part of further development.
Fuck off, Andy. He's been honey-dicking us for weeks.
I'll keep mine out for the live video.
You've said honey dick for the last like 3 episodes.
He's been honey-dicking
It
us.
is creeping out the ladies who listen.
Honey, dear.
Okay, we are.
That's the new band name, actually.
So we are now on live.
Andy Mac and the honey dicks.
Our guest has brought us awesome gifts, so now all guests must bring gifts. Jordan's gonna open it up. I feel like you're always on the camera here, and I never get on the camera. But anyway,
You're Mr. Social Media.
yeah, that's what they say.
Okay.
Do you want me to hold that so you can open yours up, Mike?
Oh yeah, you do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
right,
that was what I was hinting
I'll
at.
hold off. I'll hold off. I've been rapped as well. Like,
I know.
yeah, shout out to Craig Carr for doing this for me as well. It was a last minute thing today. I got Craig to print them off.
Oh, Craig Kerr.
Craig Carr.
Shout out to Craig Carr. I'll give him a wee message.
Oh my
later on.
word.
Whoa, look at Jordan's face.
That's so fucking
And they came out a lot better than I thought they were gonna.
They look really
I don't want to
shiny.
rip it. I don't want
It's proper high quality stuff.
to. It's like properly wrapped well. I'm scared I'm going to fucking break it.
It's like Christmas.
Oh shit.
Signed as well.
Oh, what?
Beautiful.
That is
Oh, you
awesome.
fucker.
Fucking get that framed.
Oh, mate. That's going in my living room. Chuck, if you're watching,
Move out.
oh, that is fucking dope. Thank you so much, man.
No, you're welcome.
Amazing.
Thanks for having me on.
Fuck, aye. Oh, shit, yeah. That's going up. I'm going to play for that this weekend.
No, so Mac was always chatting about, if you reach so many followers on your stream, I'll get you on. So I was like, right, if you get me on, I'll make you a new logo. I'll make you some posters up. So.
Oh man, that's like literally. This is Andy Henderson. If you're watching, not to say we're not. Look, you've been incorporated into that, right? Things move on, but you're still there. Whatever his name or her name's going to be.
Maybe
There
the
we
monkey's name should be Andy Henderson.
Hendo.
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 Oh,
Tell
that's
you what,
great. Thank you.
The
welcome.
monkey's surname can be Henderson. We're still looking for a first name. That is so fucking cool.
I'm getting.
Thank you so much.
I'm
man.
definitely getting this
That's all
framed.
right. Oh, yeah.
I'm getting
I've
this
got
framed.
I've got one at home for myself as well. So
Oh,
Nice.
Fucking merch.
there you go.
Anybody watch it? No.
Thank you very much. I
no worries,
appreciate
man.
that,
No
mate.
worries.
I actually didn't know that you were based in, but I knew what it was.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right.
One of the coffee.
Yes, please.
Yeah, good.
Soon. Well, we had. I don't know if anyone listened there, but we had to take a wee break because me and Mike got too fucking excited about
We got emotional.
our presence. So
I cried.
the videos, man. If you check the posters out, they are cool as fuck.
Yeah, we'll make sure we'll put some pictures up on the Facebook page. You can check out his work. Very good stuff.
So
Very
do you have a business name for your graphic design?
It's 2310 Designs. It's just my birthday. I couldn't think of anything like cool. I was like, what am I going to call this? So I'm just 2310.
That's decent for the place that we work at. It's birthday payday every year.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Every year.
Mike. No, but big thanks, man. That was honestly those were cool as
They
fuck.
were.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much. But
Before we kind of divert from the gaming stuff, have you seen the new Spider-Man game? I know it's on PlayStation.
I have,
but,
and I could not be more envious of
yeah.
people with PlayStations right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I think I want to get it.
I think
It
I'm
does
gonna,
look amazing.
Did
It
you
looks
hear the awesome story about the guy that proposed to his bird?
in the game.
So yeah, he'd been
fuck's
tweeting the
sake.
devs, and he was like, I really want to find a way to get an Easter egg in there for me to propose to my girlfriend. So the guy who's the head creative director, looked at the tweet and was like, okay, we'll sort something out for you. So when you go into downtown where the movie theatre is,
Yeah.
where it has comes out from the wall where you walk in and it's got like the
movie
name,
theatre.
Yeah.
and it's called Maddie, Will You Marry Me? So they put it in the game, and just before the games come out, she not only dumped him, she's gone with his brother.
Oh my god!
And then the devs have tweeted him, and he's like, "Oh, we've broken up." And he's like, "Cool. Is there something else you want us to put in it when we patch it?"
now showing Maddie is a massive slag.
Sorry, I didn't mean to kind of cut you off there.
That's hilarious.
I saw that today. I was
That is
like,
amazing.
"Jeez."
I know.
So, look that one up.
I'm not even big into computer games, but I think me and my missus were almost considering getting a PS4 just to get that game because it looks
good.
amazing.
Just swinging around New York, man. It just looked great fun.
I think that's what everyone did the first couple of days it came out.
Yeah,
Everyone was just
not
putting,
doing missions. Just
yeah, everyone's
fuck it, let's
sort of tweeting like, "Fuck you, Sony, for just making it impossible for me to not play this
Yeah,
game."
yeah.
Like,
I really want to get it.
And the voice acting script's being delivered in two different styles. So no matter what line Spider-Man says in the film, whether he's exerting himself, i.e. swinging about through the streets, it's delivered in a different way
Yeah.
than if he was, say, just walking
Oh,
about.
that's
Yeah,
smart.
yeah.
So they show you examples of, here it is when he's walking about, he does that dialogue, here he is swinging about, and
Yeah.
obviously when he's pure out of breath and you can hear him cutting about.
yeah.
It's crazy.
It's fucking mad,
it
man.
looks
A
amazing,
lot,
man.
like the amount of work that must have gone into that. Just the fact that it is. I think is it Manhattan that the full size, which is just insane. It's crazy the size.
It's crazy
of that
the
map.
stuff they can put. It was the same with that. What was it, Skyrim or something like that? It was literally
Yeah.
the map. It was just.
Oh, I love that game.
I wish I had the attention span or the.
At the time,
I would love to be into computer games, but I know that as soon as I think I'll do it, and then I get down to it, I'm like, I'm not built for this.
That's probably why I'm still single. To be fair.
No, man. Well, thank you for talking us through it, and thank you so much for the posters, man.
Yeah,
That
those
is-
are
no
great.
problem
Thank
at
you
all.
very much.
Yeah,
No
amazing.
problem at all.
And a word to anyone who's listening, who's coming on this show: do not come here empty-handed.
Yeah.
We will turn you away and not
I've
promote
set-
what you want to do.
I've set the bar high.
But yeah, so it's look for on Twitch Boaby Sanchez.
Boaby underscore Sanchez
Boaby underscore Sanchez, and for
gonna
all
follow
your
him right
graphic
now.
design needs, 2310 Designs
on Instagram.
on Instagram. There you go. But if you're happy to, we're going to sit and talk some shit. So if you want to
Yeah,
hang around.
of course so. Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely.
Time in.
Right, well, what do you want to jump into, Michael?
I'm following him on Twitch right now.
Okay,
Sorry.
cool. I'll carry this
No, it's all
podcast.
right. Hi-oh, okay. Passive-aggressive man. All right.
Nah, I'm being just fully aggressive, yeah.
Why don't we go into you kind of mentioned the draft, or do you want to save that for sports?
Nah, we'll do that now. 'Cause that's,
Okay.
So we have our fantasy basketball draft is fast approaching a week on Friday.
A week on Friday.
A week
yeah.
on Friday, and Mike, 2 weeks before the draft, has realised he's double booked himself and has to go to a wedding.
Yeah.
And as you can imagine, trying to get 10 guys who are aged in their late 20s to early 30s in a room
With kids.
with the kids and other halves at the same time is proved impossible. So Mike's having to pull in a substitute drafter.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say he was going to pull a sickie.
No.
Well, we were trying to figure out what we could do because we didn't want to just auto draft him. So he's actually enlisted the services of First Lady of the podcast,
Chuff, yeah.
to do his draft for him.
Yeah, so now I feel like I got to do all the research and I got to send her all the apps so she can do all the mock drafting and just get in my mind frame
She's
of picking
not
the
going
worst
to do,
players
she's
ever.
not going to do any of that. But
No, I'll just give her a list and then she'll be able to.
Me and
cross it
Mike
off.
sort of bumped into each other at work, and I was like, he's like, the conditions are that she has to talk like me and dress like me. I was like, you should tell her she has to do blackface because that'll make her super fucking uncomfortable.
I was like, that's very racist, first of all. No,
And you thought it was funny when I told you that.
yeah, but I'm trying to make you sound racist. Yeah, I told her she had to dress like me and put on a horrible American accent for the whole night, which I hope she still does.
But she's getting right into the spirit. Like, she's wanting to join in the bit where we all get absolutely steaming drunk afterwards.
Okay, afterwards, yes. Yeah, not during it. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to see the team that she picks for me. And that's going to be...
The thing is, like, if you win, no one's going to acknowledge you're winning because you didn't pick your own team.
Does that mean, oh, well, I'm going to be working the waiver wire
It
and
doesn't
doing
matter, man. Like,
trades and shit?
people are going to hold that over you.
Does this mean that when I get my ring, do I have to melt it down, or do we have to get two rings from China shipped over?
It'll be a tainted ring. Mike has a tainted ring.
It's tainted. Anyway, moving on swiftly. Speaking of drinking, I drank 2 beers like on Friday night, like the not even like the regular beers, like the tall ones, the tall boys. We call them
40s.
not 40s, a little bit smaller than 40s.
Small enough.
Yeah, I was wrecked, bro. I haven't drank in man long. Yeah, and I was stinking the next morning too. I was hungover like shit.
See, I'm now at the age now where I think if I'm going to drink, I'm going to get drunk because regardless of how much I drink, I'm going to be hungover.
Yeah.
So I feel like I might as well earn it.
No, surely it's worse if you fucking get in the state you were in last couple of weekends ago, where you're drinking all night.
Oh man. The annoying thing was it was because I took the break in between, and that gave me the second wind. That was the worst thing about that night.
The second win is no good.
But yeah, Chuff is she's pretty pumped, I think.
Good. All right. I'm gonna do some mock drafts. See, what sucks is that I don't know where I'm going to be in the draft yet. So for my football league, I told everyone, I did a randomizer and I gave everyone where they're going to draft. So they had a couple of weeks to prepare and which players are going to fall to them in the draft. With this, you guys do it right before the draft. Yeah. So it's kind of like...
We know fucking nothing about this. This is like the 4th year of the league and still none of us... One year, Jack Hamilton showed up and he had like A3 bits of paper with like every individual position, and he had like a highlighter code, and then
about totally Jack as well. He's like the most organised man on the planet.
The best thing was about halfway through, he was just lost. He was just like bits of paper. He was like, "What does any of this mean?"
I remember him talking about it at work and just being like, "I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing."
Neither do we. There's like 2 guys that know what's going on. Yeah.
Not idea. One guy just smoked us this year.
Yeah,
Daniel.
This is why it needs to be changed from the rotisserie to the playing someone every week, the head-to-head, but nobody wants to listen to me.
No one cares.
No one cares.
But anyway, that was our draft news for anyone who gives a fuck. For
No
the,
one
for
cares
the 7
about our
people
family.
in our league. We touched on Spiderman. What else we got? Well, let's just get we'll jump into sports and we'll get we'll cut over a couple of things.
Yeah.
Serena, so insert sports theme here.
What's the goalie doing? What's the goalie doing? What's the goalie doing?
Nice.
I like how you looked at Andy for like the okay. It's like, oh yeah, he knows what he's doing.
I just want to know how much of a gap I need. Like,
No, you don't even need to leave the gap.
I still don't understand
I
that.
just go home, cut it, and go "Oop," and put the music in there. And put it back.
43 shows in. We still don't know what the fuck's going
Right,
on.
so
All right.
I'm going to ask Mike to explain the Serena story because, like I said, I fucking hate tennis, so I don't give too much of a shit about this. But
Well, she you're not supposed to get coached from anyone in the crowd.
that was it. Yeah,
I
okay.
assume. So she was getting maybe some hand signals or something from the guy in the crowd.
Yep.
One of the judges caught it, and then she kind of booted off, and she was very upset about it.
Did they not dock points off her as well for doing it?
Well, I think they took a point off her for that, and then they took a point off her for yelling at the judge as well. And then she got fined. I think it was like $17,000.
She called the umpire a thief.
Yeah. And it caused a bunch of controversy. And I first thought, I was like, it's going right to race. And I was like, please don't let it go to race. It has nothing to do with race.
No.
If she was cheating or if she's not, that judge is there. There are horrible judges and refs in every sport. And this is just it. That's what happened. He's made a bad call. She's made a bad call. It's nothing more, nothing less.
It's certainly nothing to do with racism. It's certainly nothing to do with sexism either.
No.
Well, the things I've heard
not
is that,
having
like,
that,
No,
no,
it's
it
the
made
fight.
me-
Was it the final? It was the
was
final
the
of the
final.
US Open, wasn't
It
it?
made me really angry to see so many. And maybe angry is not the right word. It didn't make me angry, but it annoyed me to see all these people then jumping on saying, well, you know, yeah, it is obviously sexism and all
But
that
then-
kind of stuff. I've got a whole load of stuff here about this that would certainly...
Oh, Andy's prepared.
well, do it.
Well,
Some facts, man.
How can it be sexism if it's the final? It's the women's final of the US Open. Like,
Well, they're saying that it's sexist that male, not even male tennis players, but just male athletes would get away with that and they wouldn't get 2 points taken off them. But, Andy,
Well, I don't like the fact as well she brings her daughter into the argument.
it's got nothing to do with
Having
it.
a daughter, it's not really a golden ticket that permits you to throw a tantrum on court, is it?
you would not want to do that if I had a child. I wouldn't want my child looking at me showing my ass on the court like that. You know what I mean?
I think she's a bad loser. I think she's a sore loser. I think she's somebody who was going to try and equal, was it Margaret Court's record of 24 Grand Slams? And she would only been the fourth woman to ever win a Grand Slam after having a child. And I think the pressure of her own expectations of what she expects from herself to deliver as a performance is what ultimately caused that. But she's a bad loser, and I've got a number of incidents here
Yeah.
over the years.
Give us a
on
couple.
Okay, here we go.
Well,
2000.
well, before you do that, is there any resonance to the argument that male tennis players have done similar things and not been docked or fined?
Well, let's look at Nick Kyrgios, for example. He was fined for smashing rackets. He was fined for smashing a racket that nearly hit a ball boy or ball girl. He was fined for hitting a ball in anger after losing a point that went into the crowd, swearing at an umpire. This was all in the space of 1 week. This is all in the space of
tennis player.
Shoutout, by the way.
This is all in the space of 1 week. To say for me that she's fighting for women's rights,
Was that?
I think
Well,
that,
see,
that's
one
reach.
thing that got me, maybe not in this instance, but I did see there was a lot of examples I seen after this where the press were quick to call it a meltdown,
Yes.
or a breakdown, whereas there was equal instances where the male characters doing something like that was a case of
He's unhappy with something.
he's unhappy,
Aye.
he protests.
No,
You know what I
I
mean?
don't buy into that because you'll see plenty of times, you know, they'll be sitting there saying, oh, there's Nick Kyrgios or there's Djokovic smashing a racket. Looks like he's having a meltdown at the end of the second set. And he will be warned for his behaviour, warned for smashing the racket. The thing with Serena Williams is, first of all, now let me just make sure I've got this.
Repeat offender.
She mistook, so she was given the coaching violation. Remember, the coaching violation is against the coach, but it costs the player.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, she was kind of insinuating that the umpire was repugnant her character, if you like.
Yes.
You know,
Saying she cheated. Yeah.
Yeah. Then after that, she smashes a racket into the ground and received a warning, but because that was her second violation, she was assessed a point penalty.
Okay.
She wasn't very calm after that. They then played another game, and it was then at the end of that changeover when she was 4-3 down that she started calling the umpire a thief. That's when he assessed that as the third violation, which is automatic deduction of a game.
Yeah.
She broke 3 violations, and the punishments that were handed out were entirely proportionate and entirely within the rules of tennis. Don't give me equality if you're going to sit there and say, well, that's fine. We want equality, but we don't adhere to the rules once we step out on the court. The rules are the fucking rules.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to hear it. And the other thing with women's equality in sport, there wouldn't be women's sport if there was equality in sport because they would have to go up against the men.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
totally.
reckon Serena Williams could probably take out a few of the dudes in tennis, by the way, and the UFC.
Well, I just, like, to me, after I saw it, I was like, this is, I've been watching sports all my life. I've seen managers run out in baseball and yell in umpires' faces. Like that's just an athlete doing what athletes do.
Yep.
I've seen Michael Jordan get in people's faces. I've seen LeBron not getting their face, but I've seen LeBron like talk to refs heated. You know what I mean? Like that's just what athletes do. She got a point taken away for it. It's not the end of the day. You don't need to have think pieces about this. This is an athlete being upset because she was losing or he was
I think
losing.
it would be in that new Nike commercial as well, isn't it?
What's that?
She's in that new Nike commercial, which I like owning
Take her
tennis.
off. Take her off of it now.
She's having a fucking.
It's the fact that she's complaining. She's saying, "Oh well, men do it too." But that's like the same argument when you get done for speeding. That's like you get pulled for speeding, saying, "Well, why am I being penalised? Everybody else does it."
Yeah.
But you were the one that
You
got caught.
got caught, yeah.
Fair
And
point.
guys, she's got previous. I'll just run it
Yeah,
quickly.
hit us with the numbers.
2004 US Open. She lost to Jennifer Capriati, if anybody remembers her.
Remember her,
She
yeah.
called the umpire anti-Serena due to a number of close line calls throughout the match.
Okay.
2009, another one I remember. She lost her semi-final to Kim Clijsters. Down 6-4, 6-5, 15-30 on her second serve. She was called a foot fault on the second serve, lost the point, which took it to match point, and then she had the penalty at match point for then intimidating the line judge, where she said, I quote, "I swear to God, I'm fucking going to take this fucking ball and shove it down your fucking throat." You hear that? I swear to God.
Christ.
On-court microphones also picked up or said to the officials, "I never said I would kill you. Are you serious?" 2011 US Open again. She lost the final to Sam Souser. This was the one she went into vowing to honour the victims of September 11th, but ended it in disgrace by refusing to apologise for an ugly tirade during her defeat.
Ooh.
Again, this one was where she had another issue with the umpire, who again in this instance was another woman. And she said to her, "Aren't you the one that screwed me over last time? If I see you in the corridor, don't even walk past me. A code violation for expressing my opinion. We're in America. You're unattractive inside." Obviously, you've had
You
this
are
one
on the
here.
inside.
You're unattractive in sight. I'm
And
gonna use that from now on.
yeah, in 2003, she accused Justine N.N. Ardan of lying and fabricating about a controversial service call. Guys, she's got history of...
She's got priors.
She's got a lot of history,
It's kind
yeah.
of like, to me, it sounds like not as bad, but it's like Dennis Rodman. If you remember back when he was playing with the Bulls, he had his hair all crazy, and he got a bunch of technical fouls, and then the refs were quick to give him technical fouls after that, just because of who he was. I know it's a shitty comparison, Dennis Rodman and Serena Williams, but it's kind of the same way in dealing with an athlete who, as a judge or as a ref, you may find difficult or had the potential to be difficult.
And do you know what the really sad thing is? That ruined that young Japanese lassie, Osaka.
She was
That
upset.
ruined
Yeah,
her
that would have
moment.
taken the spotlight away from her, and everyone's just talking about Serena Williams, where she's just won the US Open.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Was she not the first Japanese woman,
Yep.
person to win the US Open? And then everyone's just chatting about how Serena Williams went mental.
And the crowd were booing her at the start of the trophy presentation and all that. Look, it
We're
doesn't matter.
booing Serena.
No, booing
booing the other girl.
Osaka.
Oh,
Yeah.
But she was kicking her ass anyway. Like there's no point. in
Yeah,
doing
I
that.
looked at
People
the
just
scores,
don't.
man. I looked at the scores. It looked like a fucking spanking.
Yeah, she was killing her. But
There's an athlete who's at the top of her game who maybe does not possess the powers that she once did, and that is her own frustrations of
Yeah.
her own expectations of what the performance she expects to put in.
Yeah.
And she's failing to meet those standards. And then that causes her to have a meltdown, have an outburst, whatever you want to call it. I would just call it being a bad fucking loser.
Yeah.
that's what athletes do. That's what you can name any athlete at the top
You
of
know
their
yourself,
game.
man. I've lost my temper in sport so many times over the years, and I'm not even that good.
Yeah.
At anything. At any sport.
You're not. I'm saying
not.
I've seen you fucking have meltdowns. Like when we've gone out and played golf together, man. You've had bad times.
Not Andy, no.
Everyone does it, but
But it's because no matter what I do, I demand the highest
Well,
of
that's
myself,
it.
particularly when I play the golf, and I get frustrated when
But
I
I
don't.
think professional athletes, obviously, they're at a completely different level, and they take it one step further than that. And I'm not
That's
saying
what's
that,
why they're professional athletes,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
That's why I don't see this as like nobody should make this into anything. And then I saw something today. I put a picture of it on the Facebook page, and the guy, is an Australian guy, did like a kind of a caricature of it. Caricature of it.
Yeah.
And it just everyone's like, oh, it's racist. And it does like a little racist-ish. But it's like we don't have to go down the race route. We don't have to go down the sexist route. We could just go down this athlete did something that she probably shouldn't have done,
Lost
and then
her
that's
shit.
it. Like, that's it. Let's just go home now.
We don't need to go down those routes because it has nothing to do with either of those things. It's
No.
nothing to do with the colour of her skin, and it's nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman.
No.
She broke the rules. She didn't like the fact that she's getting fucking punished for it. because she's Serena Williams.
Does anybody have any oats for Andy's high horse? We got to make sure we get this back.
No, but honestly, like I saw you tweeted it. You're like, don't make this about the race thing. And then Jordan had tweeted saying, I think it could be something to do with the feminism thing. And I was going to tweet about it, and I thought, no, I'll save it for
Well,
tonight.
actually, no, I
appreciate.
appreciate what you said, because it's the things that I read, and maybe I was looking at the wrong echo chamber on Twitter, because some good points were made in comparisons to maybe not this is an isolated incident. It's not about her being a bad loser, but the way that it was reported in the media
Definitely.
is the thing that I had an issue with. Is it because she was a woman, and that's what it looked like from the examples I seen. There was pictures of male athletes getting in the faces of officials, and it was such and such rages in the face of fucking controversy, and then there was female ones. Well, fucking, I did it again. There was female ones were like, such and such female athlete has meltdown, and has breakdown, has emotional outburst. Do you know what I mean? And it was like it was almost like glorifying when male athletes were raging at the officials, and almost making women out to seem irrational and unbalanced. And don't get me wrong, I know a few emotionally unbalanced females. I know even more emotionally unbalanced men.
I think we've all met a few of them in our lifetime. Like.
But look, Andy said everything we need to say on it, so let's put a pin in that one. Let's say that one's done.
That doesn't mean that you need to agree with my stance or my opinion on that. Don't mean that I'm shutting down the conversation, but it's something I felt strongly about.
I'm glad you came informed.
And because of that, I did my research, and can I also put it, none of my research was from Twitter or Twitter comments or any of that bullshit.
Yeah.
It was a
Why not? That's where all the facts are.
I call it spicy Twitter these days. But no, it's just something I felt strongly about when I saw that it happened. I thought to myself, it's just happened. Why are we already talking about feminism and all this? It's got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
So that's the bottom line.
And that's the bottom line.
So fucking come at me, bro.
At Macapella, bitch. What else we got? NFL star Mike is a happy boy.
I am a very happy boy, yeah, even though my Giants got their asses kicked, but they did better than I thought they were going to do.
I got my Jets hat on. I'm ready for the Jets game tonight, even though I'm going to be asleep.
Jets in action tonight?
Midnight, Detroit. Was it Detroit Lions?
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah. Detroit, what?
I don't know, man. Like you said, I went and had a look at Darnold. His head is huge.
He's got a big chrome dome. Yes.
Seemed like there's some fucking pretty good games this weekend, though.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
We watched the fourth quarter of the Dolphins-Titans. That looked like a belter of a 15-minute.
Yeah.
Like, that was...
We were. I got the end of the score totally. The end score is totally wrong, and I thought that the Titans had won. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't watched it. But Game Pass doesn't work. I'm going to write them a strongly worded letter again because they fucking suck.
Did you try that link that I sent you last night?
No. But I was already someplace where it was on Sky Sports, so I was just watching it there anyway. But if it doesn't work, I'm going to try my PlayStation this week, streaming it through that.
Well,
if it doesn't work,
next weekend, I think I've got a log on that with. So if it shits up when we're watching the games here next week, I'll bring the log on.
It probably will shit up. So.
I'll bring my laptop along just in case.
Then you can see me fucking act like Serena and stomp all over the place.
I'm like, well, I've got my hat. Chuff got our Eagles hat.
I'm not having it, Mike.
We talking about American football. The Hurricanes took a bit of an L at the weekend.
They did,
They're saying it's about 3 or 4 of the OGs retired today.
Yeah.
I was getting a bit emotional reading all the posts on Twitter because it's not looking good for.
I was gonna do that thing where I was gonna
Hurricanes.
like write like my favorite moment because I saw Scrappy's first, and I was gonna write my favorite Scrappy moment to get my my journalist on, and then I saw everybody else was like retiring too, and I was like, oh, I don't have enough moments for all these guys. I only got like 2 good Scrappy moments. The rest of you guys.
My favorite Scrappy moment was him and his brother Bruce on a punt return, and I'm pretty sure Bruce caught it on the left-hand side of the field, started to run, and then lateraled it to Scrappy after the defence had committed to catching Bruce.
Yeah.
Scrappy caught it on the other side of the field, completely unmarked, and then just fucking bursted his arse into the end zone. And it was, I remember just like screaming like a fucking 12-year-old girl on the sidelines.
Oh my god!
I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna touch his ass. What?
No.
But no, man. If this is the end of days for the Hurricanes, I am immensely sad.
Yeah, I am too. It sucks that it had to end this way. I think that it won't be. I think maybe it is temporarily.
Yeah, I think
I think something will
you
happen.
got to wait for the wave to turn back up again. But if this is the time it goes, then
They're needing fresh blood.
They
Is
do.
that what it is?
this is, man, like we talked about last week. It's a lot of commitment.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're only training once a week, but it's 4 hours on a Sunday, and like you know what I mean, for guys that have got families or other halves, man, that's a big chunk of the weekend. And especially for guys that don't live in Dundee, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're talking about an hour or so travelling and then getting there, and by the time you get home, you're fucking burst.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But shout out to all the
Shout out
Hurricanes,
to all the
man.
boys.
Hopefully, get
Beautiful
something sorted
bastards.
soon.
Right, well, that got a bit sad. Why don't we cheer our listeners up with a little bit of...
Braw or Naw?
Braw or Naw. Braw or Naw. Braw or Naw.
Do it every time. I can't help it. I don't understand how editing works.
Braw or Naw?
Braw or Not. So we've got actually quite a few. Right, first one. So I want to jump on the back of this because we've got smartwatches and I want to stick on Fitbits as well.
Okay.
What's that Fitbit?
Should we go live? It's the one that counts your
You know,
steps.
you got the little they're like the wee bracelets, and like it tells you if you've been sat down for too long, if you're being a fat cunt. Get off your arse, you fat bastard.
Counts your steps and all that type of shit.
right,
Tells you your heart rate. Well,
Like
yeah.
the only
I'm
people
going
that I think is acceptable for wear them are like middle-aged women or young kids. Like other than that,
To wear Fitbits?
yeah.
Okay.
Are you wearing a fit?
No, I'm not wearing a Fitbit. No.
I'm not a big fan of smartwatches either, man. Like I think, what's the point? Is it that difficult to hold your phone and get your notifications?
Yeah.
For
like-
you're talking about smartwatches now?
Smartwatches.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I like for me a watch should look smart.
Like I don't even wear a watch these days.
Yeah.
And the only time I'd wear a watch is if I was going out like for a fancy meal or going to
A
like,
wedding
some
or something
yeah,
like
like
that, yeah.
some big event. You get all smart, dolled up and smarted up and shit. And,
Or dolled up?
Dolled up.
You get all
Get a
dolled
glad
up.
rags on.
That's it. Yes.
Your finery.
But not like fucking.
Your glad rags. I like that one.
Like I know people that as soon as Apple bring out a new smartwatch, they're like, oh fuck yeah, I need to have that. You're like, what? Why?
No, man, I'd like a
watches
smart.
to tell the fucking time it. You don't need someone that goes, oh, I've got a message, because your phone's going to buzz in your pocket anyway.
Exactly, yeah. Like even when I'm wearing a watch, I'll take my phone out of my pocket to check the
Yeah.
time.
Like my brother's the worst for that. He's like Apple centric. Everything he's ever had is Apple. He's got the iMac, he's got the iPad, the iPhone, the Apple Watch. Everything.
Ihor. Is that
He's an iWhore.
Let's zoom in on Andy's Mac right now. Here we
And
go.
whenever a new Apple thing comes out, he has to have it, and I'm just like, why? Like, what's the point? For me, like, I fucking hate Apple now. I say that and I own a MacBook, but
That seems to be the only bit of like Appleware that people agree is fucking good.
I wonder if they're going to come out with like the Apple fucking medallion and stuff
Yeah, well,
like
that's
that.
it.
You know what I mean? The Apple necklace.
But no, getting back to like the whole smartwatch thing, I just personally I don't see the point.
It's a no for me. Like I own one watch that my dad gave me, and I got a pocket watch as like a
Yeah.
present for being a best man.
Yeah,
And other than that, that's why I think watches should be like it's a fashion accessory.
yeah, it's like a dress type thing. Yeah,
Yeah, but nah. So smartwatches, it's a big fucking no from me.
No smartwatches. All right.
Andy Mac,
Nah, fuck that.
No.
No.
it's a no from me as well.
Ziggy?
It's
Yeah.
a no.
Mikey Dots.
I'm gonna go bra.
Of course, you're
I'm a geek. I like that stuff.
fucking eye whore.
I like that stuff. I don't like I don't like how they give such a hype to it, and then people get it and they're like, oh yeah, this isn't like the best version. You know what I mean? Like I hate how they don't put as much into it as they probably could to save it for next versions.
I mean, like,
But I don't know. I think
what
it's cool.
can you reply to text messages and sit on it?
Yeah,
Like,
you could do all that.
that seems like because
I think you can
the
send
keyboard's
like
gonna be really fucking
you can
weak.
you can program in like automated responses and that. I don't
Yeah.
even know if you can. Like, I've never had a smartwatch and that, but
Nah, fuck that. It's fuck Fitbits too.
What would your automatic responses be on yours?
fuck off, phone me.
Lol. Right, next.
What's next?
Chocolate and salt and vinegar crisps in your mouth at the same time. Specifically,
You don't have to read that part, but anyway.
All right, never mind. So yeah, chocolate, chocolate and salt and vinegar crisps in your mouth at the same time.
See, I know the Irish folk do
Tato bar.
do the tato bars with the cheese and
tato
onion.
bar.
Potato bar.
But I don't know about salt and vinegar. So
I'm intrigued actually. I'm a
To be
wee bit
fair,
intrigued by that.
Murray actually made his own Tato bar. He got it's chocolate with cheese and onion crisps in it. And
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought it was quite
I'm
nice.
sure I told you guys about this on a podcast.
You
before.
might well have done actually.
Really?
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm
The
gonna.
video, there's a video online where a boy's actually. I think we were in fucking stitches when that first came out. Just the guy's voice is like, "It's a Tato bar." But it's weird. It's a weird combination, but it's.
Salt
I don't know
vinegar
about salt and vinegar.
I'm going to reserve judgment on this one until I've tried it.
That you got to be smoking a lot of pot to eat chocolate and
No, man, I get the sweet and the
Crisp at the same time.
I'm going to reserve judgment on this one. I want to try that shit.
See, it also depends on the kind of salt and vinegar because you get different kinds of salt and vinegar.
Are we talking
You know,
like Pringles salt and
Well,
vinegar?
it's like you
Kettle
just get
chips.
like
Sea
your-
salt and vinegar.
Like no,
Sea
sea
salt
salt
and malt
and
vinegar.
balsamic
Yeah,
vinegar.
Man, you can only
Or
eat
you
kettle
just
chips if you've got a hard mouth too. Like, if you eat them with a soft mouth, you're going to injure yourself. Like,
they slice you up.
Saf
oh, it's
myth on your
terrible.
son.
What do you say?
The wee saf myth on you, son. I'd probably say it'd be all right because I tried that.
That made me
cheese
feel
and
dirty.
onion and chocolate. It was all right. So
All right.
I would say, bro, I'm sure
You
it'd be
go
all
for a
right.
bra. Okay. This is
Okay, well,
going
y'all
over.
commit, bro.
All right.
Bro.
Yes.
I'll say bra as well, but only for cheese and onion. I don't know about salt and vinegar. That's a strange combination.
What about
to me.
already salted? That sounds like already salted.
See, I
kinda.
could see already solid. That'd be no bad. That'd be no
Yeah.
bad.
All right. I'm gonna go bra too. I'm gonna try it. I haven't tried it, but I like those two things. Why not smash them together?
Fucking
Eat the shit out of it.
Hey, next, this one's from Ralph Rogowski.
Ralphie Rogs.
Pickled eggs.
Pickled
Bro.
eggs.
Fucking love pickled eggs, man. Oh my days. Like
Pickled eggs.
I can't even have a jar of them in the house.
Wait. All right. I'm getting pickled. All right. I'm thinking of deviled eggs. All right. Pickled
What's
egg.
that deviled egg?
When you cut it open, you cut it in half, and then you put the I don't know if it's like not coleslaw. What's pickled eggs, people? Anyone
Deviled
listening
eggs.
there? Deviled eggs. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not like got like that. It's like paprika and all that kind
Yes.
of stuff, and it's all like beef
yeah.
and
Yeah.
back in the egg.
Pickled
It's a wee bit fancier than pickled eggs.
Pickled
Put it in a jar and soak for a while.
bro, you get yourself a sausage supper, and then you finish it off with 2 pickled eggs, and you use your pickled egg for like mopping up the last bits of like the wee crispy bits of chips and the fucking tomato sauce and that. Oh
Night and
my
Day's own PJ
days.
Mackin and commenting pickled eggs are delicious.
PJ checking in
are
from
incorrect.
overseas.
PJ, you're my boy.
Nah, man, I'm not down with pickled eggs. Like,
No?
nah, no fucking
Is
danger.
that a no? Huh? What? Okay.
I'll eat anything pickled.
We'll leave that there.
It's a bra for me.
It's a bra.
I do like pickled things.
I'll go bro. I'll go bro as well. Yeah, I like anything eggs, so I'm good with that.
I'll eat anything pickled.
We have the name of our podcast.
By my wee soft myth.
Oh wait, we got 2 here. You got a wee soft mouth on you, don't you?
Soft move back.
Get carried away,
Right,
right?
we're going to load right next.
PJ says, including the ladies on a Saturday night, Andy. Hey, are you eating some of those?
Usually tickling them. No pickling.
Get her pumped and pickled.
Oh, don't stop it, honestly. Sweat.
Hear that heavy thud.
Connie's watching now, and she's the one who put in the one with the chocolate and the crisps, and she didn't think it was going to go down well. She tried to pull it out. She was like, "Oh no, don't say it." I was like, "Oh no, we're using that shit now." So it went over well. It was bras around the table.
Right, next one we've got Davey O. Movie remakes.
Movie
No.
remakes.
Straight up, no.
See, man, I don't
Just
think. I
fuck
don't
off.
think.
If it's not broke, don't
But
fix
I
it.
don't think it's as black and white as that, man. Like, maybe not a remake, but
If it's a straight up remake of a movie that's already been done, no. But if it's like a continuation in the franchise, I'm all for
like
that.
a
But
reboot. Well, like so.
This came about because today at work, Dave and I, he's going to see Predator on Friday. And I don't know if that's a remake.
it's not a remake.
That'd be a
No,
reboot.
it's more of a reboot than a remake.
Okay.
But I've not heard good things about that.
The last one I thought flew under the radar, Predators with Adrian Brody.
It was, yeah. I mean, I think that film was really it took it back to the sort of 80s style action.
Yeah.
You know, a bit brainless. That they didn't need to have a crazy story.
Yeah, just
whereas I think
it was a spectacle.
with this new one, from all the stuff I've watched on YouTube, because I'm one of those guys. I'll go into like movie show things on YouTube and I'll watch all the stuff about it, and I don't know.
They spoiled the twist in the fucking first trailer as well.
Aye.
If you've not seen the trailer, it's already out there.
haven't seen it now.
There's the Predator, and then about halfway through the trailer, Ultimate Predator
here's
shows
a Predator
up.
who's like,
Here's a Predator's Predator.
aye, he's big.
It's like fuck. Like I hate when when filmmakers do that and they show all the best shit.
I think
in the
the
trailer.
thing with that as well is usually when that happens, the movie's utter shite anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Aye. Well, I think Marvel have got the best attitude when it comes to trailers. It was the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 trailer when it came out. Everyone's like, "Fuck, man, they're showing us all the best shit." But then Marvel came out and said, "No, everything you've seen in the trailer happens in the first 20 minutes."
A lot
of the
of the
movie.
things that Marvel do as well is they'll use footage that isn't even in the film.
Yeah.
Like you'll notice from the Avengers Infinity War trailer, there's a few shots in that where it's like all of the Avengers are running in the Wakanda. They're all running. You've got the Hulk there and everything, but the Hulk's not even in the film.
Yeah.
He's only in the film at the very start, but he's not in the film at the start.
Marvel everyone should just pay attention to Marvel when it comes to
They're
advertising.
absolutely killing it right now.
I don't know. Like, I think you're right. Reboots can be a hit or a miss because, like the Judge Dredd reboot,
that was amazing.
That's probably the most underrated movie of the last 10 years.
I don't know why they've not made a sequel to that because
there's talks, there's conversations happening.
They're actually making a TV series.
Oh, the Mega City one.
And I think Karl Urban's wanting to be Dredd in that. And for me, he was incredible.
If you've not seen Dredd, go and fucking it is honestly it is a masterpiece.
It's a simple story. There's a bad guy in this big building. Dredd has to go. It's like what's that Korean movie? The Raid. That's it. It's basically The Raid,
but with Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Harley Ross checking in saying the RoboCop reboot was good. I didn't see it.
No, nah. I couldn't disagree. I couldn't disagree with you more. I thought it was awful.
Giving you a thumbs down for that.
Sorry,
one,
mate.
apparently.
Apologies for that.
I think it's not as black and white as Braw Or Naw, but because there's reboots that I really fucking like, and there's reboots that are terrible.
Yeah.
Like Ghostbusters.
But the most recent one,
I hated
I
it.
thought it was alright.
It's like, why would you touch
I
stuff like
hate
that?
that.
It's like, what would you do if somebody went out and did a rebooted Indiana Jones or a rebooted Mrs. Doubtfire or a rebooted fucking Home Alone or Back to the Future or something?
My
You'd be fucking
problem right
raging,
now
man.
is that that's all there is at the moment with
I know.
movies.
That's
It's
my
just-
issue.
It's reboots. No one's coming up with original stories, and then when they do, those original stories go under the radar, and you don't see them. Like like movies like fucking Sicario. That is an incredible.
I've
film.
heard that's good. Yeah.
But then you've got folk coming out with like fucking Transformers franchise. What a load of shit.
But it's
that
not even
is.
as you know as well. What I had a problem with was all the fanboys that got on at Ryan Johnson after the latest Star Wars film.
To be fair, Mac will tell you, I'm like the biggest Star Wars fan out of all our mates. I don't think anyone else likes it, to be fair.
I've still never seen one.
It's that's my jam. I love Star Wars to bits, and I can see where people are coming from. But I think Ryan Johnson was brave in what he did with that movie. He took it and took it away from the. He didn't do what J.J. Abrams did and paid fan service to it to everyone else.
I seen a really good tweet, and it was just like all the Star Wars fans like. I love I'm only into the original the trilogy. Actually, A New Hope was pretty shit. Actually, Return of the Jedi was pretty shit. Actually, I only like the second half of Empire.
They're all shit.
Other than that, I fucking love Star Wars. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Like I'm one of the guys. Like I love Star Wars, but the prequels can fuck off. I like Revenge of the Sith is great up until Darth Vader does that whole. No. And you're like, oh shit.
I still got them sitting in there. I haven't even watched one of them.
I think it is as well. I reckon that you have to have a certain sense of nostalgia. I don't think you can jump into them as a grown up and them have the same effect. Like,
Yeah.
I grew up watching them from being a kid, so anything to do with Star Wars, I'm going to have a certain level of affection for.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me of my childhood. But I think if I was to watch them just for the first time as a grown up, I'd be like, this is all right.
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing for me. You know, if you are one of these people that's never seen Star Wars, first of all, you're weird as fuck. What's wrong with you?
See, I didn't agree with that.
No, I'm joking. Like it's you know, it was one of the movies that I first saw as a kid, and I was just hooked from the start. And I remember when they brought out the special editions, and I actually got to go and see them at the cinema. And for me, that was amazing. Actually getting to see a Star Wars film at the cinema. I don't agree with what George Lucas did with them, changing some bits and that, but.
And then he's saying he's never going to release the originals again either. 'cause he's a
they'll
dickhead.
never come out on Blu-ray or whatever. I'm not.
And back to our point,
Hand shot
Davey.
first.
I'm going to say remakes, no, reboots, bro.
No.
I'm gonna say no for this time because I agree with you. And that's all there is now. Like we need some new original movies.
Yeah. I'm gonna say no, straight up.
Yeah.
See, I did like the live action Jungle Book that came out a few years ago.
But that's different though. That's not really a remake. It's just another. It's reimagining. Yeah, it's another take on the story. I thought it was good. There's actually another one coming out, another Jungle Book movie, being directed by.
Yeah, but you see that like with Alice in Wonderland and a lot of movies,
Yeah.
a lot of children's stories like that. They get done every
but it's the
sort of
same.
15 years.
Like the last movie, the Churchill movie. When that came out, I think it was last year or the year before.
Pretty good.
It's the one with what's his face? I forget his name. He's in
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman,
Yes.
yeah. So that was a great film. But there was another Churchill movie that came out at the exact same time that came out, and there's what was the one where it's like
President one.
yes.
There was White House Down and Olympus Has Fallen.
Nah,
Yes.
they were basically the
Yeah.
exact
They were
same
literally,
movie.
it was just it was Gerard Butler and Channing Tatum when they were both looking after their president. It's
Aye.
like those are both.
Why would you do that?
Thing is, they're both
fun movies to
Yeah, they
watch.
are. They're
They're
just
not
like they're easy.
masterpieces,
They're like
but-
they're hangover movies. You know?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no
Yeah.
great amount of thought to
I
them.
think a lot of it goes down to the same thing that we talked about with why a lot of songs sound the same. Because they all follow certain formulas, and it's because
It's
subconsciously
lazy. It's lazy
It's
writing.
not. It's because subconsciously you, the viewer or the listener, is familiar with what you're hearing or seeing, even though it's for the first time, and that's what then allows you to be more comfortable and enjoy it more.
Yeah.
Which is what I was
But
saying.
then
You know,
you've
the thing
got-
with the millennial whoop and all that
You've
in the
got
songs.
like directors like Ridley Scott, who we were talking about earlier, Jordan, going back to the Alien franchise, and you're like,
leave it, mate.
I see what he was trying to do with it, but at the same time, for me, he's fucked it.
My problem with the last Alien film was that the choices all the characters made were just terrible.
Yeah.
And these people are meant to be like
The smartest people,
professionals.
like, try going to colonize another planet.
Yeah,
like-
there's one guy, they've just walked on this alien planet, and this guy just sparks up a fag and then chucks it on the deck. I'm like, probably wouldn't do that. And then there's one lassie, she's under attack, and then
fuck
all
up
of a sudden
this
she
planet
starts
too.
freaking out. She slips on blood and starts firing a machine gun everywhere and just ends up murdering half the crew. It's so bad. And then one of the aliens bursts at the guy's chest and then does like jazz hands.
Oh God, what was that?
That was so, honestly.
What was that
This
all
thing just
Hello,
goes-
my
he just-
baby.
He
Hello,
just
my
pops out and goes, so bad.
I think that's a bit of a no for reboots and
Oh, yeah.
remakes,
It's
then,
a
isn't
no.
it?
It's a no.
Okay, well, I've talked myself out my bros. It's enough. Sean Gray, fruit with chocolate bits.
Yeah, so I think he's referring to like
Oh, the way
chocolate
you've
covered
written it is fruit with chocolate, Sean Gray bits.
Oh, mine didn't say bits in it. I must have just deleted that.
So
Oh,
you
wait,
like
no,
a
I
fruit-
put in fit bits, but in the middle of the update, it's put in all of your shit, so I've just got fit, all the other ones bits. But Sean Gray's bits, disgusting.
I've never seen them, Sean.
I don't even know who Sean Gray is, but I'm sure you have a lovely penis. Fruit with chocolate.
It's like chocolate raisins, Cadbury's fruit, and not that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm on board. I like a chocolate raisin.
Oh, me too. I'm well on board.
Yeah.
Raisinets. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I pop it.
Nah, they're always like the ones that you get that you didn't want. Like, you
What's
know. Well, I was going to say
Like
like,
a
the
like a
Pop-Its.
like a boost in that.
No, it'd be
Like,
like
mind a wee boost.
What's a pop-it? I don't know what that is.
It's like you can get it with like chocolates. You can get like ones with raisins in it. You can get them like ones that's chocolate covered toffee. It's like balls. I think they're probably like raisinets, but just
alright.
But you get a mix and match, so it's like, you know, you there's the
that's
coffee
the
one.
rebels.
there's
It's like
the-
it's
That's
like
rebels. That's That's
Oh,
you're in
no.
the
It's like
rebels.
you're playing
one.
roulette every time you take one out of the packet.
and then you get.
I want to enjoy my snack.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
want it to be like,
I don't,
oh, is this
like,
gonna...
I don't mind Revels, but I don't understand why anyone would buy Revels unless, like, I don't get it. Like,
Nah,
what's the
it's
fuck point? Nah, it's the same with people who are like, used to go out for dinner. I was like, why don't you try something different? It's like, because I'm about to pay 20 quid for food. What if I didn't like it? Like, do you know what I mean? If I'm going out, I'm going to get something. Like, I know they can't get a bacon cheeseburger wrong, so
I feel like I've been caught out a lot on that recently. I used to go and try and experiment new shit, and now when I go and experiment, I'm like, oh, I gotta choke this 15-pound
you know,
meal down
what
now.
always happens is the person you're with will go, oh, that sounds nice. Is like, oh, you had it
Ah,
before?
yeah.
No. It's like, what are you going to? I'm going to have a bacon cheeseburger with chips and some coleslaw. And then halfway through, they're like, this isn't that great. I'm like, well, mine's just fucking brilliant. Because
I knew what I was
I
getting.
could tell you that for the very fucking start. Fruit with chocolate, Braw. Sean Gray. Braw. Anyone
Yeah,
else?
I'm gonna say broad chocolate covered strawberries. I like too.
Yeah, I'm going to say bro for that as well. Actually, yeah.
Nice.
Nah.
We got a
Really?
Nah, man.
Oh no.
I got a long one. Is this from Tarby by any chance? This
No, this was who was? I think this might have. This is Gary Monroe. Actually, I wrote
Nice.
this.
This is
Yeah.
the Kevin Hart one.
Yes.
So, do you want to read it, boy?
I'll read it.
Go for it.
Even though I have issues reading.
I can't read.
I kind of read. Was at Kevin Hart's show in Glasgow and had warnings of no phone, camera, social media devices allowed out in the arena. And it was all new material that he didn't want leaked. I think we kind of touched on this when I went to the Chris Rock show. I don't know if it was in a Braw or Naw or not, but they have these pouches that they give to you at the door. You put your phone in, they seal it up, they give you the pouch back, and then if you need to use it, you can go to certain unlocking stations. They can take your phone out and you can, check Twitter.
Fucking hardcore or what? It's like, I need to use my phone. Hang on while I go and let somebody unlock my wee fucking pouch that I've got. What the fuck?
Hold on, I can't go 10 minutes without looking at my phone while I enjoy the comedy styles.
I think the thing is as well, for me, I'm going to say Braw for this one, even though we've not got to that point yet. But I don't see why people need to go to these things to video them. You're there to watch it, and if it's for example like the Chris Rock thing, I think Murray and that went to that as well. The guy's doing new material. He doesn't want it to be spoiled.
Chris Rock's not even fucking funny anyway. Nobody's going to be stealing his material. He can fuck off.
Folk that go to concerts, right, and the entire time they're just sat there with their phone up. And they're not watching it.
Who are you showing those videos to?
Exactly.
You don't watch them.
They're Facebook Live in it. You're like, just watch the fucking show.
Do you get what they end up being? All they end up being is fucking things you delete when you run out of memory.
Yeah, that's it.
As soon as you're like, your phone's will remember, the first things to go are videos from fucking gigs.
Yeah.
Was that the rest of Gary's point? Was it?
No, he says, I say Braw as they give advance notice before. In the reading, folk were walking around checking. The warm-up act, the Plastic Cup Boys, even made jokes about it to highlight how serious they were. They mentioned that they chucked about 150 people out at the previous night's show.
That seems excessive.
That does seem excessive.
That's
a bit excessive.
I don't know if that's happening.
And they said that there would be a part at the end of the show to take out your phone and take as many pics as you'd like. So at least they're doing that.
Yeah, I think the whole thing about folk recording stuff, if I was the guy on stage, and I'm doing this, and then next day it's all over fucking YouTube, and you're spoiling it for other people that are paying money to go and see this.
Yeah, I mean, he might be on night 3 of his 46 night tour, and
everyone already knows what the jokes
might
are.
not quite hit a stride yet.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So it's maybe not. It should be a finished bit if he's going on stadium tours, but at the same time, if you're listening to comedians talking like that, they develop their bits the more they perform them and fine-tune them. So
is that what you did, professional comedian?
Yeah, that's right. When I was like speaking into my bathroom mirror, crying.
I was recording it and I put it on YouTube.
I'm going to do it again. I'm definitely going to do it again.
I'm going to say Braw for that as well, just because of the age we're in. We're in the YouTube age, and things get out there. And like you said, like they don't want that particular joke out there. It didn't work. Fell flat. Now people are going to see that and be like, oh, I'm not going to go pay 100 pounds to go see Chris Rock now because I saw this one joke which probably won't even make it into the act.
Yeah. I just, I think it's... What are you pointing at?
I'm not shaking my head. I was getting involved in it.
Jordan's phone works now, so he can take
it. Because Mike was just complaining that he never gets on camera, so I've just been like zooming in on Mike and his mush. Right, so we're going to say no. I'm a no.
What, so it's brought to the bags then?
Brought to the bags.
I think it's brought to the bags, but it
I got a
really
bag for you.
me that we have to hold fucking people's hands.
It's the biggest disappointment is the fact that they have to do this in the first place.
I've not been doing this.
Folk can't just go to the show for the...
Honestly,
I've not done it all night though.
Sorry.
No, you're all right.
I'm honestly going to put a necklace on that. Just tie it around next
Jordan just spent...
That's only like the second time I've done it tonight.
Jordan just spent about the last 5 minutes looking at his phone, sat back in his chair about a foot away from the mic.
Look, I'm fucking doing it. Fuck you guys.
Sorry, Bose, what were you saying?
Yes.
I think it's disappointing the fact that they have to tell people to put their phone in this. You should just have the courtesy of going to one of these things to watch the show instead of sitting with your phone out recording the whole thing. It just seems stupid.
I used to be that guy. I used to be the guy that would like record stuff that was on stage, and I was like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Like, I'm never going to look at this.
That's what I'm saying. I don't mind taking photos if you've got a decent photo of the gig or like a decent photo of yourself and your pals at a gig, but there's no point in videoing it. No point.
Yeah, don't do
Check yourself in on Facebook and then put your phone away.
I thought you were going to say check yourself.
But-
Wreck yourself.
So it's a bras all round for the bags. Bra bags.
Bra for the
Bra bags.
Bra bags.
Well done, Kevin Hart.
I got one from my uncle Gav. I don't know if he's watching or listening, but seagulls.
Seagulls.
He's got beef with some seagulls. So I don't know if I talked about this a few weeks ago. Fucking, I was sitting in the John, going about my normal business.
As you do.
Dropping a two.
Dropping a deuce, and I just got a shout from the mangoes in the other room. Thankfully,
I can smell that for here.
You mean she doesn't sit on the edge of the bathtub when you take a shit? She doesn't love you.
Connie do that for you?
Yes. She wipes me. Joking.
But he just goes, Jordan! And what happened was a fucking seagull walked into our kitchen.
Oh my God.
It was about the size, it was a fucking huge, but it turns out it was like an adolescent one. So I phoned up the RSPCB or whatever, because this wee bastard had been walking up and down our street all day.
Sizing you up.
Snitch. Jordan snitched on the
As soon
seagulls.
as he opens this fucking door, I'm in that kitchen, boys. But like, turns out whenever it's like when they're rearing their young that time of the year, male gulls are likely to swoop. So apparently,
Swoop right in your front door.
but every time my Uncle Gav left his house, this one bastard would just go for him, and he took it personally. He's like, he doesn't go anywhere near the fucking neighbour, but whenever I look at my house, it's fucking. So Uncle Gav's looking for seagulls, Braw or Naw.
I'm going to go... I don't know. I'm kind of divided on this one.
We'll see. I'm going to go Naw because the bastards make some amount of noise.
They
every
do.
morning.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
do.
So
They are noisy, but I kind of admire their balls. You know why? Because if you've ever been like on a boardwalk near the seaside or something,
If you got some chips on you,
they'll
that's
swoop down.
like,
They don't give a
fucked.
shit. They'll
You're
come get them.
absolute fucked.
I kind of like that about them. I don't know. I'm gonna go Braw. I like I like their style. They're not like a bird of prey. I mean, do seagulls eat? They eat fish, don't they?
they eat fucking anything.
They eat
mate.
anything. You chop it in, they're fucking... Yeah, they'll eat anything.
I'm fucking with the seagulls.
Aye,
I'm gonna go
I
Braw.
fucks with the seagulls.
Seagulls eat insects, fish,
Yeah.
eggs,
Chips, crisps.
Yeah,
Have you seen the video? There's one,
Children.
I think there's a video online of this seagull standing outside of Greg's, and it just sort of swags in, grabs a packet of cheese on your walkers, and then pulls back
Well, that's it. I mean, they're notorious thieves.
in. Aye. It's like, doesn't
for
give a fuck.
scavengers. Some of the ones in Dundee now down Riverside are fucking big boys,
Yeah,
man.
they're huge. They're like little cats.
you would not want to be stumbling out a bouncer and fucking banging into one of those guys, man, because they're fucking big, man. Like, if they went after you, they'd fucking hug you like.
I've heard a story.
fucking hobby.
One of my fucking Javier. One of my sister's friends. They were on the boardwalk. I think it was in Jersey, maybe Atlantic City. And you guys have funnel cake? You ever had funnel cake?
No.
It's just basically fried dough, and you put powdered sugar on it, maybe a little like powdered sugar, and some like put some fruit or something in it. Really, really fatty stuff, but it's good. So she dropped a piece on the boardwalk, and the seagull got it. And was like, "Ooh, I want more of that." So picture this lady just tearing down the boardwalk, running. There's powdered sugar flying up in the air. She's trying to hold on to it. It was hysterical. Hair everywhere.
So I've went Naw for the seagulls. Mike fucks with the seagulls.
I'm gonna go Braw.
Seagulls are bastards. No.
Heard it here first, guys. Seagulls are
Beanie
bastards.
seagull. Fuck with him too.
I'm sticking with Mike. This is a bra from me.
They're tough. I like how they're tough by nature. Like, you know what I mean? They have to go get it.
We'll go for one more Braw or Naw. This is coming from Billy Mitchell. Getting married, Braw or Naw.
I like your response to this one.
I know. I said that based on me and Mike's history, he's asking the wrong focus group.
That's fine. I'll answer this one for you boys.
Yeah, we'll
We're
give this one to
refrain from
Andy
this
Mack.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll leave out.
Waste
I'll
of,
step away from the mic.
waste of time. It's just a bit of paper.
Oh.
Oh, he's a romantic
Like, didn't
lady.
get me wrong. Didn't get me wrong. Like, if your missus and that's like, oh, I really want to get married and that, and you just love each other, and that's what she really wants to do, then fair enough.
Damn.
But at the end of the day, what is it? It's a couple of bits
That's
of
a good
fucking
excuse
metal
for a
you put
party
on your
away.
finger.
Oh, stag do's too, mate.
It's a good
Yeah.
excuse to spend a fuck ton of money you could have then be using to put down on a house.
True that.
Very true.
You pragmatic bastard.
I'm
you.
gonna-
Hey man, listen, it's,
I'm going to
it is what it
say
is.
I'll say Braw, although probably one of the only single men at this table. But ladies, no, like
Boaby by name.
Sorry, give out your.
my
social
my
media
brother
at the end.
my brother got married in February in Ireland. He's married to an Irish lassie, Claire. She's an absolute legend. She's now pregnant. They're due in February. But yeah, like I think I'm a bit of a traditionalist. I've always been somebody that's thought, you know, if I find the right person that I end up wanting to be with, I want to marry that person. I want it to mean something. But each to their own, really. I think it's a choice at the end of the day. And if something you're not into, then fair enough.
Is there many chicks in the gaming industry?
There's fucking loads, mate.
Yeah, really?
You'd be surprised. You would be surprised.
Have you heard any stories about someone meeting like through
Pass. I certainly haven't anyway.
Well, that'll conclude the Braw Or Naw for this week. So should we jump into...
Have you guys not got anything to offer on the last subject at all?
No, we're abstaining.
Staying?
Right. Cool. Well, I'll just say that's a fucking no then. No, it's not. It's not. I'm like with Bobs, but it's like it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be.
It doesn't.
Man.
Yeah, it's like, it depends if you meet
Bit
somebody
paper,
that
man.
Don't force the issue and don't do it too young. That's
Exactly,
all I'll say
that's
on the
it, yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
waited long enough. Like, but fuck.
What have you been watching or listening to this week?
Right, so what are we watching and listening to this week?
Oh, all kinds of stuff.
Ah, well, fuck, I've been...
Oh, good.
Do you know what, I'll go because I've literally, again, I have fallen so hard on fucking watching. I've been watching a lot of YouTube, a guy called Mr. Sunday Movies.
I'll watch him.
His podcast, The
He's
Weekly Planet, as well.
very
is
good.
One of my favourites. He done possibly my favourite Spiderman review this week.
His reviews are fucking.
He's so
they're
funny, man,
brilliant,
because he's like...
It's when he gets to the bit where he does the wee sponsorship, like his teacher's like, enough the fucking sponsorship thing, blah blah. It's like, he's fucking awesome.
He was literally doing his he's like, I'm going to just list everything you can do in Spider-Man. You can run, you can jump, you can web and kick and punch and web and run and run and run. And that was literally just 4 minutes of him rambling. He goes, this was a paid review from Sony. Listen to a lot of The Fighter and the Kid this week. And watching more Community.
I meant to watch that.
You were saying you were enjoying that
Oh
last
man,
week.
it's so good. It gets so weird and brilliant, but like some of the characters, like Donald Glover's fantastic in it. There's him and another character, like an Indian dude called Abed, and they have this great fucking rapport in the show, and it is like, actually, I meant to fucking, I'll need to put this video up, but if anyone just wants a laugh, just put in on YouTube Troy and Abed Spanish rap, and it is amazing, and the song will be stuck in your head for ages. Other than that, fuck all. Boaby?
What I've been watching and listening to, I'm mad into synthwave at the moment, as you can probably tell by the style of my design stuff.
You've got Andy Mack turned on.
I have, yeah.
Well,
Mac's been sitting making me tunes for my stream.
Right.
The only reason I got into that was because what was it? I think it was Stranger Things when that came out. You know, going back to the sort of 80s nostalgia. I'm mad into that as well. Like, I love anything that's going back to the time where things weren't as stupid and social media and all that shite as they are now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that got me mad into synthwave. So I'm listening to stuff like TIMECODE, Robert Parker, The Midnight,
That was
You're
who I
talking
was
about,
talking
yes.
about
Yeah,
last
you were-
week, yeah.
stuff
good.
like that. You know, but I find myself, I go through wee phases like this because I went through one with like, what was it? Sack's House. It's random. I know it's random as hell, right? But it was when I was in Australia in 2014, man. That was massive over there, and I got mad into that as well. I go through phases, just listen to different genres of music. Like, my background comes from metal and like stuff like that. That's what I grew up listening to. But I find in my old age, I'm branching out into all kinds of different styles.
We've talked about this before. It's almost like as you get older, you don't have to pretend to not like stuff anymore for fear of retribution from your pals. So you tend to just listen to whatever the fuck you want to.
Gonna get shit from your pals
I
anyway.
always
so.
did. That
Yeah,
was,
but there's one like my mate Matt was the exact same. We would give him pelters for listening to music. He's like, I ain't gonna like it. You know what I mean? So like, fair fucks if you've had the balls to do it. But
Yeah. And watching wise, I just finished watching season 2 of Atlanta.
Awesome show. Yeah.
I hadn't watched it before, and obviously when like Donald Glover or Childish Gambino came out with that This Is America song, I was like, I recognise his face. So I started watching Atlanta, and fuck me, that is a great show.
It's a really well-written
he's
show.
annoyingly talented.
There's the one episode that stands out for me when he does Whiteface.
It's
That is like, he is. For a while, I was like, "Is that?"
I didn't know
Donald
either.
Glover. Like, I had no idea it was him, but it is.
I'd say
It's terrifying.
If you like Donald Glover, if you haven't, I would definitely say check out Community because he's one of the best things
Yeah.
about that show. He's so fucking good.
That whole show when he's in Whiteface, it's just so awkward when he's in that
Yeah.
house, and they did such an awesome job of like. I always think it's really
He's like-
good.
It's his voice is like, oh, Benny.
Yeah. I always think it's really good when shows do that, when they have like one setting and they put the characters in that one setting, like a house or in a room, but then the whole show's in there and you're like, how are you going to pull that off? And they pulled it off really well. Yeah. Anything else you got?
Another movie that I watched at the weekend, there's Summer of '84. It's another sort of 80s throwback movie. It's not from the 80s, it's a new one. But I watched it on Showbox, and
I'm just reading the synopsis there on that. It looks all right.
it is just all right. I'll give it that. But it's about a group of kids who think that their next door neighbour is a serial killer, and hilarity ensues.
But he's also a police officer.
He's also a police officer. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's certain bit in that movie, I won't spoil it, but I was like, fucking hell, man! Like, it just like towards it. Some of the editing in the film's not great because it kind of jumps from one bit to the next, and you're like, oh, how the fuck did we get here? But the ending of the film, you're like, fucking hell.
I like good ending.
It is,
Summer of '84. Check it out.
It's definitely one worth watching on a Sunday, like when you're sitting and you're scratching.
Netflix, Amazon Prime, where we get that?
Showbox. I was watching it on Showbox.
Yeah.
One of those illegal streaming sites.
Other illegal streaming sites are available. Everything else to yourself?
That's pretty much it, really. Yeah.
Mikey Dots?
I haven't really been watching anything. I did download. No, sorry, not download. I did record a few movies, but I never got a chance to watch them. I was listening to a lot of Alien Ant Farm today at work.
Oh, classic.
Yeah.
Throwback.
Couple of good tunes they had, like.
Yeah, and just some old school LL Cool J and like Jadakiss and Kanye West's new song, which is shit.
I thought it sounded pretty. I listened to the snippet that was on Twitter, and I felt like it wasn't the best song, but it sounded more like good Kanye. Like it was actually sounding a bit tongue in cheek, a bit.
Yeah, it is that, and it's just so like
it wasn't great. It wasn't like life changing, but it was better than whoopty whoopty scoopty.
This is the one that debuted on Pornhub.
yes.
Was that what you saw it like?
I'm more of an X-Vids kind of guy anyway, but and the show has reached a new low.
What kind of genre porn do you like?
Oh, we're not getting into this.
That's for when we do the Patreon stuff.
I don't think people want to know that.
That's for your XXX Snapchat.
That's one of my favourite questions they do on this podcast called Kill Tony. It was this comedians, and when they interview the comedians after they've done their minute of stand up, they just in front of us that. So what kind of porn do you watch? Some people answer scarily honestly. No. Did it again.
Jordan's having problems.
I'm gonna get a little thing. I'm gonna stick it to the front of my just a sticker that says "Stay here, do not move."
Just get one of those things like the accordion people use. It goes around their neck and it's just like
that's what you
stuck
need.
on the front of it.
To be honest, I would have got mic stands that clip on here, so no matter where you are, you just put them
swim
Can I
with
just do that? Oh, it's not even close. I can't even like.
I've got to appreciate that this is also...
Take it out. Can you take it out and move it around, or is that going to make too much noise?
You can, but then I get all your noise from...
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
the mic and that.
Anything else, Mike?
No, I haven't really been watching. I've been preparing for football, man. Just been watching all football, so it's been boring around here.
Andy Mac.
A few things this week. Obviously, Joe Rogan experience. Obviously, Elon Musk was on.
Great podcast.
Which was very good.
That
but
was brilliant, that.
It was good. But what I enjoyed was the podcast from earlier on that day that he'd done. Obviously, must have been morning time for him. MMA show that he does. Eddie Bravo was on as well, talking some of that.
Fucking love Eddie Bravo.
Jiu-jitsu magic.
Jiu-jitsu.
So there was that. Then I listened to Joe Budden's podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Because he'd responded to Eminem.
What'd you think?
I liked a lot of what he said, and I also agreed with what he said. And what I thought was really interesting was all the stuff that he was talking about, how his beats and that had been trashed for years, blah, 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 blah. It's all the kind of same stuff that I've been saying anytime he's come up.
Joe Budden?
Yeah. So I just kind of felt like this guy sees Eminem the same way that I see him, which I could relate to. So I kind of enjoyed it in that respect.
Yeah.
But he was also able to give you an industry insider's perspective of what really goes on at Aftermath and Shady Records and Paul Rosenberg and all them geezers.
Oh, really?
That's what makes his podcast really unique. Yeah.
I'm going to have to check. I've still not checked his podcast.
He's on Spotify now, exclusively on Spotify as of the 12th, Wednesday. Yeah.
Let me have a look.
Oh, he'll still be on YouTube though?
Yeah, it's 2 days later. You can still get it. You can still it's for free. You can still download it and listen to it if you want to listen, but it'll be on YouTube.
Yeah, I prefer just like if they've got video, I just prefer to kind of watch the podcast.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. But that is a really interesting episode. Well worth checking out. Although he needs to calm down on the old the gunshots.
Literally this second, I'm downloading it.
When he was responding to Eminem, like they had to keep handing him like paper towels because he was fucking sweating like fuck.
He gets animated.
Yeah, but no, dude, that was really, really good. Enjoyed that. Obviously, shout out to Night and Day podcast. I was listening, checking in there. I think they're on episode 8 now.
Yeah, I listened to the
Return on
last one.
Investment. Also with their new segment music. What the hell is wrong with people now? So shout out for that one. So no, those guys are doing really well. And
I've said this before. I really like the dynamic of a married couple. Like, because I can relate to a lot of the shit they're talking about. Like, we're just not having the time to do fucking anything.
I was laughing on Twitter because then I'd said some, Gary Monroe, shout out to Gaza, had mentioned that he was downloading. I was like, oh, you've got a new listener. And then, like, PJ had said something and Gary comes back and he's like, it's only because your wife's fitter. I said, Gary, you can't even say that to the man. Jesus fucking Christ.
Shout out to Gary.
Gaza, you absolutely shut
Put the gunshots in there.
Other than that, we've got UFC 228, which I watched at the weekend, so I had to go to bed kind of early to get up to then do that. To watch Tyrone Woodley fucking choke the fuck.
Oh, I did see that.
And I had him on to submit him at 14-1, motherfucker. So I was very, very pleased with that. Although I did want Darren Till to win. Again, pragmatic, objective, took time, studied the facts. Knew that Tyrone Woodley was going to fucking run through.
Yeah.
So the thing is, man, you got to remember, Till's still, what is he, 25-year-old?
Yeah.
Still not hit his prime yet, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's got time. I reckon Darren Till will be a champion within the next 2 years.
We'll have to see because he struggles to make 170, so he's going to have to go and fight
I reckon he'll go up, but I reckon, I'm telling you, 2 years not going to be a champion.
We'll see.
You heard it here.
We'll see. Just to finish up, I've got something written here. It just says nil. I don't know what I'd put there. I'm trying to think. Oh, that's maybe, I don't know. Michael Bisping's podcast, Believe You Me, another one that I listen to. Really, really good because he does that with the comedian Louis Garcia. And just one other last two things to touch on. Have you seen the video Joe Rogan meets Ro Jogan?
No.
Right, this is only a couple of days old. Some geezer has edited a Joe Rogan podcast to make it look as though Joe Rogan's speaking to himself.
Oh, cool.
It is honestly one of the most incredibly the editing work on it. How he's just got this all to go together, and it's only from 2 episodes. So he's got one episode of Joe Rogan there where he's just peeled off bits of chat, and then another episode. So it's not like they're changing clothes and that.
I'll need to watch that when I get back.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out. Let's put a link to it on the Facebook page.
That sounds fucking
absolutely brilliant. And the last thing was that just made me smile was a news story that I'd found with a woman who'd found an entire potato in her bag of Little's crisps.
Oh, wow. Goddamn Littles.
But what's even better is she filmed it and she asked her friend, could she record it because she felt the bag was unusually heavy. And then a Little spokesman's come out and said, this is obviously a real hot potato of an issue. Whilst a whole potato crisp might be appealing to some, we would like to take the opportunity to chip in and apologise to the customer for any distress caused. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Aaron Fun.
Right, well, I've got
that's my shite for the week.
Before we wrap up, I've got just some good news. A friend of Chuff's and a listener to the show, Naomi, gave birth to a wee baby boy at the weekend. So I would just like to shout out Naomi and her husband David and little baby Connor on the show. So
congratulations, Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi and David. Anyway, so I think that's that for another week of Simeon swashbuckling and shite hoosery.
Simeon swashbuckling and shite. It's getting kind of cold in here. I might need to get my boiler checked out. What do you think?
Well, I've got just the man for you there, Michael.
Segue, huh? Who loves that
Funnily
segue?
enough, Russ,
right into that.
I just want to thank our sponsors this week, Paul Patrick Plumbing and Heating. I said it before, I'll say it again. Small, reliable plumbing heating company. Gas safe registered. From tap washers to heating systems, no job too small. Plus, he's quite easy on the eyes.
Ow!
Thank you once again for listening. You can find me on Twitter at Wagwan Patrice. That's WAGJUANPATRICE. You can email us at monkeyswordfightpodcast@gmail.com, and we're on Twitter at MSF_podcast.
We are also on Instagram at monkeyswordfightpodcast, all one word. And I am on Twitter, where I spend far too much time in my day, at @_mdots.
Thank you again to our guest, Dougie Campbell, a.k.a. Boaby Sanchez. You want to hand out your handles?
So I am on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram at Boaby_Sanchez. That's BOABY. So jump on there, give us a wee follow on each one of those if you can. And yeah, thanks so much for having me, guys.
No worries, man. Thank you very much for coming on, and thank you so fucking much for the posters. Like they
they are
no
great.
problem.
so fucking cool, man.
Can we come on the Twitch? Can we come on your Twitch show? That'd be great. We'll just do all the chat and you do all the playing.
Oh, can I just say, one Bob's was round at mine on, was it Saturday? Because I'm looking to start doing the Twitch streaming, not for gaming, but for actual work in the studio, beats and all that kind of stuff.
If you,
that's a good idea.
Well, the thing is, if you guys go to take this to a live video podcast, the software that I'm showing Mac what he needs to use is the exact same software that I use for streaming on Twitch. It's called OBS. It's a free software. It's just open broadcast software, and it is the easiest software for this type of thing.
So yeah,
DOS.
that's what I'm thinking of doing. So just to throw in my social media.
Yeah, I was just the way to come to you there, Andy.
Spicy Twitter.
Spicy Twitter.
At Macapella.
Asadera pica mucho. Fuck aye. Thank you so much for listening. Give us a follow on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Podbean, Spotify, YouTube. Your ma.
Always on that, yeah.
monkeyswordfightpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you once again. Take care and peace.